Well, thank you for letting me know that the mic is muted. I was talking to myself for a while there. But that's cool. That's cool. Thanks for letting me know. And welcome in, Bug Boy was a bad boy. Glad to see you in. I'm glad I actually looked up from what I was doing to see the chat. Alright, I was just kind of going through the parts that I have so far. Here is the nose piece. You can see that will probably be connected to the gearbox bottom. And there might be a little bit of adjustment that can be made here. I think I might make these as separate pieces. Like this bottom section here will probably be separate. Hey Drew, how's it going? I thought you weren't going to be able to make it today, but I'm glad you are. I just kind of got started. I'm having a slow morning, sort of. A little tired. This needs to be flattened out. Sorry. Let me add some more detail there. How wide are these things? Trying to decide if I want this front piece to be separate parts or just one part. Suppose it matters if I want to put a grill or something in there. Whenever you start your night shift job, then you'll not be able to make it, so like 3 weeks, okay. You got a little more time to spend with me. I can also probably stream at other sites. So anyway, I wanted to see how wide these things are. So this is now, I'm looking down in the bottom corner of the window, which you can't see anyway. It tells me my grid size. That's a 1mm grid. You might not even be able to see the grid because it's such a light gray. Slight difference between the gray. So this is a little over 1mm wide, and that's pretty narrow. Let's beef those up a bit. Can you... Ooh. Where'd my camera go? There we go. Hello, wake up. Oh, so much for that. I have a camera, external camera, up and running. It should be up in this upper corner, but it's not showing up now. Can I stop it? Maybe my phone crashed. I'll try restarting it. Anyway, how is your day going? Yeah, I guess I will just make this all one big piece at this point. I'm trying to turn it off and on again, but it's a phone, so it's a bit more fiddly. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yeah, I don't have the accent down either. Don't like how stretched that is, but that's okay. Yeah, I think for now I'll keep this as one piece. It was going to be several parts. Well, hello, the beheader. Welcome in. How are things in Canada? Eesh, yeah. Sure, you're sick of being cold. Yeah, I get that way too. As far as I know, it's just gray and rainy here today. Okay. So I need to figure out how some of these pieces are connecting together. And what I want to do about that. Yeah, I have a sister in New York State, and she's, I think, tired of it as well. I'm doing well. Just waking up a bit still. I mean, I've been awake for a while. I've just been kind of slow. Okay, there's the gearbox, chassis, left and right. I need to get more coffee. Although, technically, I did have a, my meal replacement drink, or meal drink, whatever it's called, does have coffee in it, one of them, so I had that. And I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Which you can't see, because I don't have a camera on me. So, I just wanted to... I want to get the... I would like to have this... a bit more done today. I might be able to just start printing pieces and then working out how things go together and then do a adjustment from there. Okay, hello. Okay, my camera's waking up, or my phone's waking up. That has the extra camera on it. It's not showing me a picture. Oh, there we go. Anyway, what I was... Did it go off again? No, it didn't. I'll go with this. These little bits in here, I just doubled the thickness of that. Which I know you can't see because it's very tiny on your screen. But it's got some goo on the bottom because it's kind of, the resin on the inside hasn't fully cured and it just kind of seeps out. So that's partly why I decided to separate the what I'm calling the gearbox into two pieces. So All right. I could probably start. Like, yeah, the question is, what do I need to connect things together? I think the fender, or the bumpers and the chassis, or fender. How do I connect the bumper to whatever is there? I guess in this case, I also have the nose. Now, in my test print, I simply connected some things together, and that was fine. I did move these, the position of these to line up better with the detail on the lines on the vehicle. But I just, yeah, I just put something in there to connect it to the front. Actually, it was like, yeah, I like that. Whatever I did there, I think I will do again. Nope. You probably can't even see it. I did something to connect to the nose piece to there. So let's do that. So I only need to see the nose and the front bumper. There you go. Well, it looks like it might be a little more complicated. Oh well. Let's just start with a box, as a lot of things do. And how big is this box? 1.5 millimeters. I try to make things 2 millimeters. For structural pieces, I guess. So how do I fit these pieces together? Maybe something like this. If you haven't seen the Beheader's work, she does some clay sculpting and portraits of people. And they're quite good. Okay, what I'm working on now, trying to do now is... Oh, wait. I was going to try to make it so it kind of can be inserted into there, but I think I actually want this to be part of the bumper, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, I still have... I look at his channel once in a while. Well, he's on while I'm at work in the morning. Although, honestly, I don't really spend much time looking, watching him. Question I have is... how is this going to go together? What order of operations? I have to consider that too. Okay, that's not going to be an issue there. That might work. What I'm thinking about is how will this bumper piece... Yeah, I have a podcast app that automatically downloads things, but I have it delete things after 5 days, so... Yeah, freeing up 72 gigs of space probably feels pretty good, though. As I was saying, as I'm trying to figure out, okay, if the nose piece is glued in first, how will I get this in there? Do I slide it in through this gap and then tilt it down? I think that would work. Yeah. I'm thinking fourth dimensionally. This probably doesn't need to be that long. And this piece, since I'm going to have these pieces joined together, doesn't need to be sticking through there. So I can just move that in. Okay, so I was considering having this bottom plate be a separate piece. I guess I still could, and that would also take care of the problem I'm trying to get rid of by the way I have these pieces coming together, but... Ugh. I need to... So sometimes I like blocking it in with just the rough shapes and then adding details. Or adjusting the thing. Whatever. Okay, so I'm not doing what I said I was going to do, the way I said I was going to do it. But that's okay. I'm just making it up as I go, and if it comes out cool, cool. If it doesn't, I'll have to change it. Or live with it. Alright, now that I have that kind of in place, I feel like I need to give it a place to seat into. which will take place on this side. And this will just be a box for now. I'm glad to hear you're having a better day today than some of the recent days. So far, my day is going pretty good. I haven't decided what else I'm doing yet today. I do have a vinyl decal to cut. I have done the design part of it. There was a custom name decal. I do need to cut that out and package it up and mail it out, just because I like getting them out the same day when possible. I think I may. It's like I always wanna cradle it a little more. But at the same time, again, I'm working on very tiny pieces. And I don't know how it's going to feel trying to assemble it yet, so... That's a whole other separate part of the process, is trial and error on that. On the assembly. And with this... With the, earlier kits, at least the, well, the UFO had several revisions because oops, those are on the wrong layer. The UFO had several revisions because I was originally planning on doing a cool mechanism where you twist the thing in the bottom and the landing gears come down. But it was all very tiny, and resin doesn't like to slide against each other very well, so it wasn't going to work. And I got tired of working on it. It was also originally all the panels were going to be separate pieces, and later on, and it's difficult to try to get things to print sometimes consistently, so I eventually ended up just, yeah, making it a top and bottom half, and that works. So apparently I might be a bit overboard on some of it. Nose is what I wanted this to go on. So it's like I want to round out this edge, but again, it's tiny. Very, very tiny. Gonna do it anyway. Can't help myself. And let's mirror that to the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna say that's our nose piece done. Unless I might put an yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do. Gearbox bottom. I think the only thing I need to do here is complete anything I start saying, so you know what I'm thinking about. I just want to have a nice positive place for this piece to stop. So I'm going to square that up some. And in the gearbox bottom layer, add a block. Other side? Yeah. Let's make sure this doesn't interfere with the chassis pieces. Nope, that's above it, so we should be good on that. Okay, so we have something to connect the bumper to the nose and the nose to the chassis. Or to the box. Would think you would need metal and springs. Yeah, metal would certainly be better, or plastic. Springs, I don't know, maybe. I did have something designed, and it may work. I haven't actually tried it. If I tried it at a larger scale, it probably would tell me whether or not my idea of the mechanism would actually work or not. And that might be easier to do in the plastic 3D printer, not the resin 3D printer. So, okay, so I need to connect the back bumper to it, a place for that, and a place for, and figure out how I'm doing the treads. Because right now I have wheels. Let's switch this back to this. I have wheels, and I have linkages, which don't necessarily make mechanical sense, but they're there. Ooh, that is kind of close to that, so maybe that could be part of the way things go together. And also the treads that kind of go on top of that. So, given that this thing is so small, again, here's a mechanical pencil for scale. I mean, I do want to make it so that somebody could print it at 200%. Or more, and it has enough detail to hold up to that. But for now, for what I mail out, I think this is going to be the size. Again, it's constrained by using a plastic dome, which of course could be left off. And there's some more detail I need. I need to do the hands, and I need to... Yeah, there's still several things that need to be done. But I think... Yeah, if I figure out how the wheels and stuff go together, it could just be one part. That might be the easiest thing to do. Well, that would be the easiest thing to do, but... that was my phone. Let me know stuff. It makes the most... Anyway. The replacement, or the new chest piece I have here, thank you, the new grill I have has space for a LED to go in, but I don't know, we'll see. This thing is kind of adding the bumper on the back won't help keep it. I mean, it'll keep it from doing that. There we go. My camera is flipped, so... Look at that. Like, the bumper will keep it from tipping over, but the treads the treads could probably stand to be a little longer, but this is not realistic, so... Yeah. Question is, do I want... Oh, yeah, let's increment my model to a new version. Let's do that after I take care of the back bumper. There's the front bumper. Where's the back bumper? There's the back bumper. Okay, now how does the back bumper connect? To the trunk, to the chassis, to the gearbox. Oh, I may put the linkages in there too, because that does have an impact. Okay, so I'm not going to go out from where these are. I feel like there should be more going on in the back as well. Like there should be a engine and wires or something, but for now we're just going to go with what we have here. I don't really have a... Okay. Where's the fenders? Let me bring the fenders in too. Okay, so this area here I think is what I'm going to do. And I took an online IQ test and I scored pretty high. Not like super high, but you know, pretty high. But I haven't had it officially verified by another entity. I didn't think it'd be too terribly smart to pay a lot of money to tell people how smart I am, though. So it doesn't really do any good. I have a lot of other problems, though, of course, so... The smartitudes don't help with those. Okay, so that is there. Oh, must be nice to have that kind of work bonus money. I have gotten bonus money in the past, but not much recently. I do like my job, though. Yeah. I was actually using... I was creating... I say creating. I was telling the ChatGPT what plugin I needed and how it should operate for WordPress. And then trying it out, and when it failed, going back and forth with the thing, trying to get it working. And I got it mostly working, so that's pretty cool. I don't actually program. I mean, I've dabbled a little bit, and I know some of the basics, but yeah, the new AI stuff does kind of, lets you do things you wouldn't normally have been able to do on your own. And learn things too, I guess. Of course, it also has, it's going to be very, very disruptive, because you don't need a low-level programmer for simple things if you can handle it yourself like that. Same with voiceovers and writing and digital art. I think those who do sculpting have a little more job security. People who do things where their physical presence is required are also probably a bit safer. This is just kind of a whole... the way the economy's been working for the last, I don't know how long, seems like it could change very, very rapidly. We'll see how it plays out, of course. But if you think about it, you know, we as a society have tended to push people into, you know, intellectual or brain work type of jobs. And not so much as the physical type of stuff. Yeah, chat, you know, it's definitely not perfect. And it's something we need to be aware of. Where it can be wrong, where it just is completely hallucinating the results. But it is a great tool. It's like one of those things where you have to, it's better, you know, you want to just kind of, you know, put your head in the sand, not think about it, or, you know, be worried about it, or something. But the better option is to just try to figure out how to make it work for you, I guess. The thing I don't like about this piece right here, it doesn't really have much to grab onto in the back, so I might need to extend that out. Also very blocky looking, but again, at that scale, who cares? Is that too close to the treads? I don't even have the treads on here, so that could be an interference point. Okay, no. It is interfering, or could interfere, with this other bit down here. Not sure that it is. No, okay. That's actually above it, so I'm just looking from above. Okay, let's mirror that. And I want to look at the gearbox bottom and that last back bumper a bit and add some stuff to this chassis, or this, what I'm calling the gearbox. Yeah, they can do some cool stuff with 3D printing, even with houses and things. I mean, it still needs... What did I just do? I just switched layers. It still needs, you know, to run the electric and stuff. So it's not like... You can't just, like, print a house and everything's done. But, yeah, it's interesting stuff. It'll be interesting to see how that all pans out. Okay, how did I want to do this to make it look cool? It's like I had an idea in mind and I lost it. Maybe something like this. How wide are these? Let's make it at least 1 millimeter wide. Which is, I think this lead, pencil lead is probably 0.8? What does it say? This is a 0.7 millimeter pencil lead. Which is out of focus, so. So 1 millimeter is not much wider than this pencil lead. So it's hard to keep track of these. Keep in mind the scale of things. I'm just gonna put it there and round it out. A little bit of space for things to fit together. Because the tolerances aren't super tight, meaning just because there's a gap there in the computer doesn't mean there will be when it actually gets put into the physical world. It might be too tight. Let's see. I wonder if I should have this line up with something down here. Do not want to fracture it. I meant to click on the space below the fracture button. Actually, this piece should be on this level. Layer. Okay. My brain is doing something funny. Okay, there we go. I was having trouble figuring out which lines I needed to look at. Dude, I thought I got rid of this track. I'll just skip it. Sure, I saved this thing after... Saved the playlist after removing that. Anyway. I'm not sure where that piece I just made is. There it is. I think. Yeah. This is kind of like where the bumper arm rests against. Yeah, Windows 11 has some weird upgrade requirements that weren't in Windows before. One of them being there's like a security chip that it wants to have on the motherboard. And not all motherboards have those chips on, or at least they didn't when Windows 11 came out, so that's the TPM thing. There are ways around it. I don't know what those ways are, but there are ways around it. So, I mean, you might be able to look it up. I do a Google on how to install Windows 11 or when it won't let me, or force Windows 11 install. I don't know if it's worth it to install it. I don't know that it gives you a whole lot more than you already have. Has Kyle, is this Kyle's first Mac? I'm pretty, know he was more into PCs a while ago, but don't know. Don't like how chunky that is. Save. Okay. Okay. I have an iMac G4 sitting in the closet next to me. Not iMac, iBook. I got that 2005. I also have a Mac Pro from 2006 sitting in here too. That technically, well, I guess possession is 9/10 of the law, and it would cost more than it's worth to ship it back across the country, so I guess it's mine. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but, you know, it was something that, you know, I used to work on a project for somebody, and that project ended, and they didn't ask for it back. And it was already a little older then, too, by the time that project ended, so I don't know. And then I worked on it, used it with another project for them, so multiple projects. But, you know, compared to my newer PCs, it's, you know, not that fast. Even though it was crazy expensive when it was new. Yeah. In computer times, 2006 is really old. I'm gonna add a little detail here. Why? Because I want to. This one's not functional. This is more decorative. And it's going to be hidden, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to put it in anyway. And hopefully it won't cause me trouble later on. I do think I will add some more detail here, though. What's my... gearbox top. Okay. And where's my trunk? A boot. Okay, so I can't. I was thinking about having some vertical strips there, but nope, that already has something in that space. I can, however, and that thing that's in that space is there for that reason, because to join that, so, okay. Nope, that's part of that. Okay. Let's rework the way this is set up a little bit. Now I can at least make that a softer curve. And I do like that idea I had, so I might just try implementing it here. The idea to give it a little more detail. I'm just going to subtract that from the shape. And that didn't work. Because it's probably in a different layer. Let me unhide all. I'll do that again. Be in the gearbox bottom. Okay. Let me hide that. Oops. Let me select all of it, then hide it. Now I can select just this. Select all of that. Speed, Boolean, subtract. Knock that chunk out. Merge points, because LightWave is messy when it does that stuff. Okay, well, I will see you later. I hope you enjoy Modern Warfare. Take care. I may be doing more artsy type stuff later on. Or more manual type stuff. Or more gaming stuff. I don't know yet. Let's see. I will split that and split that. And that should let me be a little kinder when tripling these. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at that with a bumper, back bumper, trunk. Actually, this should be flat shade. just a little bit of detail that's not even going to be seen, but I put it there anyway. All right. Not ta-da. Now I want to put a little more detail there. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I think it'll be quick. And come back. I'm going to increment this model. Save. Incremental object saver. So now I'm on version 5. So I have this new save file I can start with. And what I want to do with this is I want to separate the tracks. Yep. And then again, there's so many more pieces to do. I need to do the hands, the gripper hands, which I have not started on. I need to do the thing that goes in the top, the kind of the eye. The head goes on top of the headstalk, what I'm calling it. I have some ideas for that, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the big thing is I can, if I want to, I have the main body together, the main pieces then all done now, I think, except for, again, separating the treads and the linkages and interfacing those pieces. If I get those pieces separated, then I can actually do like start some test sprints, and the other pieces that aren't done are just things that get added on to that, so they're less complicated. They don't, yeah. No questions about how those go together. Well, that's not entirely true, because whatever goes on the top of the head could be an eyeball, could be a cathode ray tube, could be a screen. I haven't decided yet. It could be a bunch of different things. I did actually add, if I recall correctly, and saved it, the top plate here. See where this red is? That red's not supposed to be there, but basically I put a hole down through the back of that so that I could run some wires up through the top. So we could put a light or something up there. Not sure. But anyway, I said I was going to take a break, so let me take a break. I'll put this up on screen, and then take the screen away because I have a be right back sign. So, if anybody's watching still, I'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, dear viewers. We are here with our latest design, our vending capsule bot version 3. Not version 3, our vending capsule bot Mark 3. Or just 3. I was just talking about how I wanted to get to the tread separated, or the wheels separated, and how that was like the last thing I needed because all the structure had been done. I forgot about the front grille here. There's actually 2 different versions here that you can see, and these arm sockets need to also be updated. So those are still physical things that need to be done, or things that need to be done on this. Yeah, actually. Let's see. I wanted to check out one thing. This here. Plus this. And I don't know why I don't need to have these as separate pieces. Do I? Do I really need to have these to be separate pieces? Probably not. So let's take care of that. Although it does take up less material doing it this way, so we'll keep it this way for now. We'll keep it this way for now. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Let's reorganize this. This will completely mess up the little animation thing that's over here, because right now it just kind of... Let me switch out of the camera view, perspective view. Now we can kind of see the parts explode apart a little bit. See how things go together. I'm gonna rearrange some layers, so this is not gonna... that animation will not work after this. So, I want to put the chassis together. Let me move my layer thing over here just so you can see the excitement as it happens in real time. I want to put the gearbox next to itself, so top and bottom together. This collar thing here is supposed to go on top of the gearbox top, so I'll put that there. Put the dome near the body, or the grill near the body. That's the old version, so I'm gonna uncheck that. There's the new one. It's not really a grill, it's more of a headlight thing. Goes on the robot's chest, so I'll call it a chest piece. I'll rename this to old chest piece. Top plate. That's fine, although, again, doesn't need to have that red in there. Dome, I'll put that at the end. Fender right, chassis right. I want to put the fender and chassis together and the fenders together. We'll move the linkages and the wheels and the tread all to the end. So we have our top plate, our headstock goes into the top plate. I don't know what to call this. Anyway, gearbox bottom, gearbox top, the nose, chassis left, chassis right, fender left, fender right, bumper. Name that front bumper. I also want to add something to connect it to the fender as well. Probably the same on the back bumper. That's something I overlooked in the last one, so let's do the right side. Don't need that. Okay. Let's do a little bit of modeling here just to get us wrapped up. Kind of the same thing. Well, let's do this. I'll do it like this. Just for some extra stability on this piece here. I don't know if this works or not. Let's see. 1.5. It's a little more than 1.5 millimeters tall. That just seems so small. Make it at least 2 millimeters. We'll do that. Split that there. And, yeah. Let's raise that up just to kind of connect it into this area. But I think I want to move it. Move it back a bit. Not that way. This way. So it's kind of coming in at an angle. Again, I'm always... This is such a tiny piece. I keep saying that, but it's just such a tiny, tiny piece. Okay, I feel like that looks too wide compared to this other thing in the front, so let's narrow that down just to streamline it some. And again, I'm gonna do an unnecessary chamfer because it's so tiny it's pointless, but whatever. Got a little messed up there. Smooth that out. There we go. Looks like that also is there. There's something twisted there. Not even sure where that was. The other side, I guess. Alright. Very well then, let's go! It's an atomic age. Yeah, I guess I like that. I'm gonna copy this. I don't want the. I want this. I want to have that selected. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna mirror that. I'm gonna go to the back bumper. I thought did I not change that to front bumper? That's not how that's spelled. Front bumper. Front bumper. Alright, so now we got the back bump. Nope, the front. Nope, the back bumper is what I want. Yes, there we go. I thought I was doing the back bumper. Oh well. Guess I was doing the front. You can see it's not a very... Not a very big model. Alright, let's see how this works. I do need this to be lower. perhaps back there. How does this interact with the front fender? Right? Yes. No, this is the back bumper. Okay. I did turn things. I did turn the model around at one point, so this is definitely the back bumper. So I need to contend with the treads then. And I need to change the name. No, this is back bumper. I'm confused. So very confused. Welcome back. I realized I should probably do something to connect the ends of the bumpers as well as the middles. So I'm still stuck on the bumpers. I missed you so much. It's so quiet without you. I took a little break. I don't know if you saw that. Came back a bit refreshed. Yeah, so you didn't miss much. I did some talking about this project, and then I took a little break. No, I didn't eat lunch. I just used the bathroom, stretched a bit, got up, walked around. It is almost lunchtime. Actually, it is lunchtime. It's 11:53. Don't know what I'm doing for lunch yet. Let's see. Back up to 4 viewers. Woo. I don't know what's for lunch yet. I mean, I could go out and get something, maybe. Junk food. Yeah, I have a McDonald's that's pretty close to me. And I do have a something that'll get me a free value meal. Or combo meal. I guess they call them combo meals now, not value meals. Also, I have, a few fast food places nearby. I have stuff here I could eat, but I'm too lazy to cook it. At least that's the way I feel at the moment. I have some stuff here that doesn't need cooking, too. But, it might be nice to have something solid. Or a bit more solid. I don't know about this. I think that's... I'm going to copy that to another layer and abandon it for now. Bumper connector. Idea. Alright. Wheels. No, not the... No, I'm just going to treat these as one big piece. Treads right. Copy. Treads left. Yeah. Oh, turn off symmetry, because I need to do these separately. Actually... I can just get rid of this too, because... anything I do on the right side will be mirrored on the left side, so I can just do all the work over here. I have to figure out how I want this to be printed, in which case it's going to be like this with the wheels on the bottom. So I think that's probably... I may actually put some supports in there manually for... because it'll be easier to do it now than when I'm configuring the thing to print. I know, I'm mostly thinking out loud at this point, because... it wouldn't necessarily make... I haven't explained the process enough for it to make sense to you. What it is that I'm thinking about doing. Ooh, I'll call this Tread Sports. Just hiding those layers so I can see what it is that I need to do next. All right. Okay. I has ideas. Actually, let's see. Since I have a different surface on those, I can select by surface. Tire. Can copy that over to tread supports. And I'm not seeing the initials. Oh. Where are the first ones I placed? Huh. Oh well, I guess I'll have to copy those again. It was just this, and this, and this. Basically. I don't want to do that. Okay. Copy that. Back to this layer. Paste it in. There we go. Similar things with this other side. I just have more stuff than I need. I'm just trying to select areas where I can have little things sticking out that will connect to other things. That's not a good description. It's like if I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying it, how are you gonna know? Basically, if I'm printing this like this, you have to imagine it growing up from the bottom, and these points here are higher than the parts around them, so in order for them to be attached to anything, I need to, run some strings up top. They just need something to attach, a way to attach to whatever is above it. And they won't be very visible. But I do want them to have the best chance of actually forming properly. And we'll see how that actually turns out. It will all soon be revealed. All right. I'll hide those. I'll hide these. That way, I can just delete things when I need to delete things. Alright, I missed this one. This one should be fairly easy. Hide that. Now these things. Delete. Show everything. What? Okay, what? I was on the wrong layer. What? What's going on? Okay. I'm confused. What did I do wrong? Well, let's redo that last one. Yeah. Yes, cleaning dishes is a drag. Yeah, I read that along your response a while ago. I just, you know. I don't know. Guess I missed responding to it. Okay, what the heck is going on? Merge those. Copy them. Paste them. Hide them. Let's show everything. No. Find everything that's multiple. There we go. So far so good. Let's do this top wheel again. Okay, I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of doing this, so we're probably gonna end the stream soonish. Or at least end this part of the stream soonish. I say that, but then I'll probably just keep going, and going, and going. Alright, so merge. Okay. So let's hide those this time. I'll select these and I'll hide those. I'll keep these. I'll just delete the other ones here. I'm having trouble thinking, do I use the delete key or the backspace key? It's a delete key. Okay. I don't know what that noise was. Okay, I think that's everything. Whew. Let's just extrude those up. I don't necessarily know where they're all going, just that they need to go up. I'm going to name these the surface. Tread supports. And they are going to be bright green. Okay, so we got the supports there. I'll copy them. Paste. Now I just need to connect the linkages to the chassis and the... Or maybe not the chassis. Maybe the... Probably not the fender either. Gearbox bottom, gearbox top. Which I think I will do in the gearbox section. Let's tackle it from this side. Okay, I'm getting a little lost. There we go. If I want this to kind of make sense, it should be a little farther forward. Although that will interfere with the other piece that I had just put in there. So actually, no, it wouldn't be further forward. It would be back here, where the top of the pivot is. Yeah. No, don't do that. Hate it when it does that. But anyway. Yeah, I can bring that back all the way into here. I should do something so that it indexes into place. April 5th, Mario Brothers. Which day is a Wednesday? Wednesday. Wednesday. It's a dumb word. It's, you know, a wedding, Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, day. It's a day that Nintendo gets married. I just want to pick default. There we go. Okay. Now I can... take care. Yeah, there you go. I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to the Mario movie. I am aware that it was going to be coming out. Do you have high hopes for it? Oh, this has a axle. Yeah, let's do a indexing point here along the top. No, not there. Up here. Or am I upside down? I'm upside down. Up there. That's farther away than I was thinking. It needs to be more forward. Let's see. Do I... No, I think it will be down here. It won't make sense mechanically, but as far as if I were going for realism. But I'm not. I do like to... I have a tendency to try to stick to the reality a little too much in some designs, I guess. Okay, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Sorry I missed the last bit of your chat. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll probably be wrapping up here in half hour or so, or less, or, you know, whatever. No polygon selected for operations. Yes, I know. I have the edges selected for operations. That's the whole point. Let's do this. We'll make it a design feature. Ish. that wasn't me. Well, I think this is getting close to done. Not perfect. I'm gonna have to reload everything. Not everything. Not the ground plane. Won't have to reload the ground plane. Just to all. Now let's add in the model that I just erased. The new version. Okay. Alright, let's... we'll just do a spin around, I guess. Turn VPR on. The body is mostly done. We got some connection points in for all the major pieces. I still need to do the arm sockets and the chest piece here. I also need to do the arms, or at least the hands. I already have arm segments from another model. And I need to make something to go in this top cradle here. And not exactly sure what that's going to be. It could be something simple. It could be something very complicated. So we'll see. This is our current state of our model. Woohoo! Lots of pieces. And anyway, not that anyone's here to see me, but say thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later. And just let me raid out.